Hey you guys, PJD here. Hope you're all doing well. This is a bit of a different video today. I haven't done one of these in a long time. This is going to be a foundation. Well, once you see the whole video, it'll be a foundation review. But for right now, this portion that I'm filming is just the kind of try on. Obviously, I'm wearing absolutely nothing, just chapstick. So I'm going to be trying, I have my moisturizer on. Like I washed my face, moisturized it, but it's not a tinted moisturizer or anything. So this is just with nothing. And I'm going to be applying this foundation from Lancome. It's the Miracle Cushion. And I have mine in shade W500 Suede W. Alright, so that's the shade that I selected. And one thing I gotta say, Lancome did a great job with how the colors appear online, because I looked online and I thought that Suede W would be my shade, number 500. And when I went in store, I hate that this is what the compact looks like. Everything is like reflective. You can like see everything in it. It's like a mirror. So anyway, this is the compact. In stores, at least the Sephora stores that I've gone to, you don't actually have the foundations, all of them, like the entire shade range, out on display. They only had like one that you got to like touch and just get a feeling for the consistency of it, but not for testing shades. They only had like little pictures of the shades. But anyway, I thought Suede 500W was my shade. Turns out, at least so far, I think it is, because I've only really swatched it, even this one that I purchased, on my hand and on my just a little of my face, but the lighting was different where I was. So we'll see. This is going to be my first actual like real try on with you guys, and then the rest of the video, which you'll see, I'll have to film on another day just to give you feedback on, you know, how well this particular foundation works. I'll start off by telling you, I'll have the price here, but it was 47 bucks. This is for the entire compact. Okay, if you want to, this particular compact is refillable. So if you like it, you can continue using this compact, which has a little button right here that you press to get in here, and it has a mirror right up top. Nice mirror. Okay, this is refillable because your foundation, your actual foundation, is here underneath this little lid, which I'll pull up in a second. This is the Lancome cushion that comes with it. They suggest you use this to apply the foundation, though certainly, and I'll show you in a second, you can use other items because you can dip right in there and get the foundation. This is just their suggestion. So anyway, this particular foundation is 47 bucks if you get the entire compact. If you decide just to get the refillable piece, that's $37. So, you know, but that's only available online from what I've seen, not in store. So if you just want to go about life with just the little inner portion, the foundation itself, and not the entire compact with the mirror and all of that, then you're certainly free to do so and save about 10 bucks. But if you already have the compact, then in the future you can just do the $37 one. That's up to you. All right, so I'm going to show you what my shade looks like. Right, so I'm just going to release this lid, and this is what I want to show you first. It has this little pull off seal, which I'm going to pull off in a second, but I hope it is showing you. Maybe I can show you on my finger. See that oil? It was like straight oil right on top, and I was like, wait, what is going on exactly? When I first lifted that, that's why I kind of actually saved it to show you. That's why it looks so shiny, if you can even see that. That's like oil all on top. I don't know, I thought that was kind of weird. Anyhow, they suggest that you, oh, before I even get to that, I'll tell you on the back what it says, or what it claims to do. It's listed right here. Right, so it's supposed to give you a fresh glow with lasting hydration. It's supposed to be a weightless, buildable coverage that you can get from this. And now let me just open this up so you can see. That's what it is. Now, I can tell you, when they say in the instructions to like gently place your the sponge over the product and tap into it, yes, you don't need to go too hard, because I'll show you even with my finger, just a light touch. That's a nice amount of foundation. That was a light touch. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to put that on, and I know the sun is out today, but just bear with me. I'll show you some of the things like this. Okay, so like I'm going to want to cover that. Oh, okay. Is this a color match? Looks a little yellow. Maybe not. Okay, so see already, It covered a little, but see how I can still see that dot right there? So let's see if we can build up on that later. So I'm just going to go around, do the whole face. I'm going to go in and get a bit more product. But it does feel like, I can tell you it smells like heavily perfumed. I'm going to look in the compact as I'm doing this. It smells like something that a person would want to wear as a perfume. Not me. I'm not into perfumes. See, I just put that right here and that feels yellow. We'll see. But yeah, it definitely, oh, sorry, I didn't want to cover up there. It definitely smells like perfume. I don't like the scent already. So hopefully that dissipates as it's on my face over time, or that I barely realize that it's still there. The finish looks kind of nice. I may like this. Okay, wait. That is buildable. Wait, where are the dots? You can see a little bit of that still there, but oh, okay. Oh, wait, I see it. It's right there. And right there. But okay, this is kind of first coat. Oh, I didn't do up here. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to not make it look as sloppy by not doing it in the viewfinder, but coming close. See, I don't want that sun to get there, but not bad. Now, because I have combination skin, I'm wondering if in the T-zone, need more here, I'm wondering if in the T-zone it will be too much. We'll see. May not look so bad. Yeah, it's not so bad. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So I definitely feel like it's giving me a glow as it claims. It's not just the sunlight. Oh gosh, sorry. Okay. Glow. We're going to check in on these dark spots on the side and see. I don't think I want to dip anymore in the compact because this feels like, maybe it's not translating on camera, but this feels like there's enough. So, yeah. I can tell you right now, it does feel super weightless. It feels like nothing just happened to my face. And I didn't forget about those spots. I just closed it so it won't dry out or do anything. I think it matches. Yeah, so this is Suede 500. Yep, I think this is good. We'll see. Oh, the other thing that I'm going to try on for you. I don't know if I should do this on camera, but anyway, I got a sample of the Marc Jacobs, the new Velvet mascara that he has. And from this deluxe sample, and it's supposed to be a volumizing mascara. I don't know that I would necessarily say that this is volumizing, but it is, I feel like it's lengthening, and it has minimal volume that it gives you. I really like it, but the big factor for me is that zero flaking, no raccoon eyes, whatsoever. It's paraben free. So I went ahead and already placed my order for the big one. It's 26 bucks. And again, this is the new Marc Jacobs Velvet volumizing mascara. And I feel like it's black enough, because you know how some blacks are more like a light black, like a gray mixed with black. No, this is a black mascara. I can do my bottom and top lashes with it. No flaking. It's really nice. I really, really like it. It's paraben free. It is not waterproof because I hate waterproof mascaras, just for me personally. And I like to be able, at the end of the day, without much effort, to be able to just wash it off. So I like mascaras that are not waterproof. This is not. I really, really like it. So, yay. Hopefully, the big tube lives up to the hype of this small tube, because sometimes that does not happen. But anyway, let me just put a little more because we're going to check on that spot. Oh, but you know what? As it's drying, honestly, I wouldn't put much more over that. Oh, but, well, okay. It said it's buildable. So, let me just, at least for the sake of testing it out, test it out. But in real life, I would leave it right like that. So I just picked up a little more product. Let's see. Yep, I think that's good. I do. So when I finish filming this video on another day, and certainly after I've had, you know, some time to play with this mascara and wear it, it's wintertime now, so I can't tell you about the summertime results, but at least I can tell you what it's like wearing it all day and stuff like this. This was just kind of the try on for you to see, and I will, if I don't forget, hopefully include some pictures too, so you'll see. And I'm going to film some other videos today, so we'll see how long that takes, because I'll be able to at least use that as a portion of my test to see how my combination skin, because I'm very oily in the T-zone, how it stands up against this foundation that's supposed to give me, now when it says hydration, is it talking about like a dewy look? We'll see. So far it looks like dewy, but not sickeningly so. So hopefully this all works out, and I'm so happy that the shade seems to be a match. So yay. Let me try and see if I zoom in, yep, I'm going to zoom in and do the mascara that way so you can see it. Those of you, oh yeah, I like this. Oh, wait. Oh, see the shade difference? Because I obviously didn't put foundation here. Maybe it's a little too yellow. But see, it looks like it matches when I'm here with it. Yeah, it's kind of giving me a little glowy look. It's not just the sun. It's really like, Okay, good. Now I'm just going to pause, grab that mascara that fell, and apply it. So I'm back, and I have the mascara applied to both top and bottom lashes. So let me just zoom in a little. And one coat. I like it. I didn't do much on the bottom. Just a little. Anyway, I really like this mascara. If you've tried it, let me know what you think. So, see you later. Here's part 2 to show you my final review of the foundation. Bye. Okay, I've been doing videos all morning. I started off with that Lancome, which is what you're watching this particular video for. So I'm going to insert this footage just to say that I started applying on camera. It was about 8:30 in the morning. I've been filming videos. Now it's 11:30 a.m. and I haven't touched up a thing at all intentionally. The only thing I've been changing for my videos has been the lipstick. So yeah, so just looking at my T-zone, let me just zoom in a bit. My nose looks oily. But again, I'm a combination skin girl, very, very oily in the T-zone. The other thing I should note is that I applied, as you saw me on camera, I just had on my moisturizer and my chapstick. That was it, right? So no primer, no pore minimizer. Like I had on nothing else. I didn't put powder on top to set, nothing. So just to follow in from 8:30 to now, it's 11:30. Oily. All right, you can see that. Let me try and take some off. Yep. Do you see the oil on my finger? Yep. So oily there. my forehead definitely looks oily. So this may be, even though I like the finish of it, and maybe it doesn't really show so much here, but in the mirror, I like how this Lancome foundation actually looks. It looks good in person. It'll be interesting for me to watch the playback to see how it translates on camera, but I do like it. But now that I've had it on, oh, let's check those dark spots. Oh, no, they were here. Sorry. Okay, so they still seem as covered as they were before. But again, this is more of my dry zone area of my face, so that may be okay. Up here, I don't think I focused on that in the beginning part of the video, but this was one other thing that I could have covered. And with the oiliness of my forehead, see, you can see it's oily on my forehead. So this would probably need either a mattifying primer or a foundation or a setting powder that would help it. But I do like the finish of it and how easily it applied, and it still feels super light, like I have absolutely nothing on my face. So the thing I feel the most is this lipstick, which I'm just saying that because I actually just put it on the swatch video, and so I still feel it, like, I guess it's kind of drying, but it doesn't feel too drying for me. But that's another topic for another day. Let me stick to Lancome and stay focused. But yeah, I just want to do a quick little check-in since I've had it on for a few hours. Hello, so today is the final wrap-up video, and I'm going to show you a couple of pictures of how I've worn this Lancome foundation and, you know, trying to get it to work. But let me just start by saying this, and I should have said trying to make it work, but the different things that I've done to kind of compensate for my excessively oily T-zone. But anyhow, let me just say this, that one of the things that I know that I spoke about in the beginning portion of this video is that of the scent. Okay, so after using it, and that was the first time I was using it on my full face, and that was on screen, right? So the scent was very apparent to me. It was obnoxious, even almost teetering on nauseating. But after the second application, I was, you know, putting it on before work, and then I was saying, oh, the scent. And so it's not, of course, as if the scent disappeared. It was still there, but it was just less obvious to me. So maybe that was just a little shocking, because no foundation that I've ever used in life had a scent that was so apparent to me than this one from Lancome. But anyhow, so I say all that to say that the scent, over time, it just became something that was less obvious to me. So it wasn't as annoying as I thought it would be. And even now, I put, that's the foundation I'm wearing today, because I'm closing this video out with this Lancome product. And I don't smell anything. After it dries on your face, you don't smell it. I can, like, put my upper lip to my nose, and I don't smell it. Shortly after you apply it, you put your lip to your nose, because I tried this too, you do smell it, but it's faint. So again, the scent really goes away over time, so that's not as much of a big deal as I really thought that it was going to be. So I should say that. Next things next, or first things first, whatever. Anyway, very oily in the T-zone. That's how my combination skin rolls. So even though this promises to be like a hydrating foundation and all that, I was concerned about my excessive oily T-zone. So here's how it went down. First day, and you're going to see this picture in a second, all I did was wash my face as I normally do. I'm not a primer girl. I'm starting to become one because I see the benefits of it and I like it. So all the other things that I've spoken to you about in the past, I even have an older foundation video on this channel where I think I tested like 4 foundations or something, or did a review on screen. No primer was used, because at that time, I think I probably I did not own a primer that I purchased. The only thing I may have had was like a little sample from Sephora, which was not used in that video because it's not something that I would typically use. Now I do try to keep in mind and remember primers, because I do see how they can make the appearance of your makeup look even better, and especially if you're trying to mattify. I'll talk to you in another video about one that I purchased recently, but that's another story for another day. I say all that to say I tried this particular cushion foundation with primer, some days without. So first, let me tell you about day 1. No primer. I just washed my face in the morning and used the Belif Aqua Bomb moisturizer, which is not a color, it's just a regular moisturizer. Well, it looks like it's a blue, but of course it doesn't show up blue on your face. It's like a little clear thing, right? So I put that on, and that doesn't give me like almost looks like it's glowing here, but it doesn't give me like a glow or any extra, you know, shine on my face or anything like that. But I do like this one because I do find it to be very hydrating. This is the smaller jar, which costs like about 22 bucks. The first time I purchased it, I got the big jar because I tried a sample first, then I got the big jar, and the big jar lasted me such a long time that the next time I went to the smaller jar because I said, okay, I don't want to have that big jar and it just ties me down for, you know, months at a time with one brand, because, you know, I like to try and test different things. So I went with the smaller jar, and still this is lasting me a long time. Anyhow, this is not a skincare video, so I'm just telling you that the first day I had this on, that's it, no primer. I put the Cushion Foundation on my skin, on my face, and I think the application, just as the company claims, it's light to medium, but that medium is a strong medium. It's not and what I mean by that is sometimes when companies say light to medium, their medium is really closer to the light side. This medium is a solid medium. It gives you medium coverage. You saw already in the beginning portion of this video how I was trying to like mask some like little marks there, and it did, I felt, a really nice job. And let's look at that again today. Oh, I think it was on this side is what we're looking at, right? So looks pretty good to me. I mean, like, look at this. I like the finish of this Lancome, and so far I've had this on for about an hour, and I know you're going to see another clip that I inserted from that first day that I put it on, where after some time passed, and I think it was like 3 hours or so, I looked oily on camera, or the oils were coming out. So anyway, on that day where I just used that moisturizer that I showed you and applied this on my face, coming closer, I had it on for over 2 hours, not quite 3, and look at how greasy my face is. You'll see the picture on screen. Super greasy, super just oily. It was a mess, and so I didn't like how oily I looked with this on. So I said, okay, some changes need to be made. So the next time that I did put it on, I decided to not use that aqua skincare moisturizer, and I decided, sorry, my camera just cut off. So I decided to try and make my face as matte as possible. This is not a primer, but I like the fact that it leaves it matte, yet it still feels hydrated. Will I buy this again? And I know this is not a video on skincare, sorry, but not necessarily. It was fine, but anyway, I say all that to say, day 2, this is what I applied as my moisturizer. It's fine as a moisturizer, it really does keep you moisturized, but anyway, I think I like the belief, even if it doesn't leave you as moisturized, I mean as matte as this one does, I like the moisture of the Belif one more than this, which is why I went and buy this one again. So anyhow, I put this on, and I decided to do a little, which I normally don't do, but I tried to do a little powder. So I used the Cover FX, and I used just a smidgen of the, and this is in Deep, this powder on top, literally just a little dusting over this, and you'll see this picture. So it also was not good. So my oils are just out of control. So it was better certainly than the first day where I didn't put any powder at all on top, but it was not great. Oh, also I forgot, that second day I used, this is how I try to make my face even more matte. I used this. Then I followed up with, and this may be the culprit, I'm going to tell you why. I use this sample that I have of a mattifying primer by Cover FX. It says mattifying primer with anti-acne treatment. So this was just like a little deluxe sample that I received from Sephora. So I decided to use this. I had spoken about this before on Instagram. So, but the fact that I didn't own a, did I? Anyhow, I didn't own a primer, right, at this point I didn't own a primer that actually says that it's a mattifying primer. So I decided to use this one because it actually says that it's supposed to mattify. But I had already told you guys on Instagram that I thought this was like completely horrible. So anyway, I decided to give it another go because it says mattifying on it. So anyway, I wore this after I put this on, and then I put my foundation on, and then I set it with a little of the Cover FX. And this is why I'm not really going to hold Cover FX to task on this one, because I don't think it was this powder. It was better on day 2, as you'll see in the picture, but it was not, it was better than day 1, the second round with these 3 items. It was better than my first round, but it was not matte like I would expect. And again, that was by that same over 2 hours but less than 3 hour mark when I tried to take the same picture, because I wanted it to be, you know, consistent in that regard. So yeah, but I really think this mattifying primer is really, really horrible, at least for me. Maybe a person with excessively oily skin in the T-zone, this does not a thing. So I'll give that to somebody whose oil issue is not as great as mine. So yeah, that didn't do anything, and I think that in some ways may almost contribute to the oiliness, which is why I don't want to hold the Cover FX to task as not being able to combat the Lancome or my oiliness, because I did use this again with the Lancome and it was better than the day that I used it with that Cover FX primer. So yeah, so this was okay. But anyway, the final picture that I'm going to show you is one where I did this combination. So I went back to my regular skincare. So I used Belif, and then I used Lancome, and then I covered it with the Tarte Amazonian Clay Smooth Operator finishing powder, and it's one of these white ones. I actually hit pan on it now. Oh, I was so excited when I saw that. But anyway, this is just brown around the rim here on the product piece because of like my foundation brush and stuff. But anyway, I use this on top, but then when you put it in your skin, it really doesn't leave me with an ashy film. It actually looks nice. And that's the last picture with that you're going to see. And again, that same more than 2 hours but less than 3 hour mark is when this picture was taken, better than the previous 2 days or pictures that I had shown you. So I like that. But it still wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfectly matte. It was just better than the other days. So anyway, and I think this Tarte one did a really good job. And again, I went back to trying, the Cover FX one on another day, which I don't have a picture for, and that was fine too. But between the two, the Tarte one actually did better. So, and I guess I also like the fact that while I'm testing a foundation product, because I like to see how that color match works for me as well. This is already in a shade, so I don't like to combine too many things with color. And because this is, it really does, it may not have looked it on my hand, but it really does go on like almost like a translucent, just like a clear powder. And then it goes into my skin. It doesn't make me look ashy or anything. But I think this did a better job than this, but they were pretty close. But the Tarte one came out on top for really helping it. Today I have on absolutely nothing, and I've had it on for a little over an hour now. And here's my final on this product. If this is something that you just want to try and you're not sure that you really want to continue to buy it, I would say the online only version, that's $37, because you're not getting the full compact. You're only getting like the product itself and I believe the sponge. Then okay, then go with that, because you may save 10 bucks. But if you don't really care and you just want the full shebang with the mirror on top and everything, go ahead and get the $47 version, which is this. I can tell you that I think the color match is good. I like it for my skin. And again, I am in Suede 500W. Sorry, you can't see that, but yeah, with the packaging you may not be able to see it because it's a little, yeah, there we go, 500 Suede W. That's the color that I'm wearing. I think it's a nice color match for me. I tried the application of this liquid foundation with a brush, with my beauty blender, with the Lancome sponge, and with their sponge, of course. And I have to say that, and again, I'm not a makeup artist. Maybe somebody else can make this work even better. But the best application, the others were good, right? All those products gave me a good application. But the best, I really feel, came with this particular Lancome sponge, which was interesting. This is not a sponge. I wouldn't typically use something like this. You can see it's completely the color of the foundation now. It's not a sponge that I would typically run to, but it works really well with its own product, so that makes sense. I put it right back here in the case when I'm ready to close it up, so I don't like that it leaves me with this film of the foundation. I don't know, that's just my thing, so I'm always cleaning that one off, but it's annoying because, of course, it's going to come right back. Anyhow, they say this is an ounce of product, right? Let me just make sure that's correct. Oh, it's half an ounce. I just feel very taken by that. This is not a full ounce of foundation that you're getting in this container. So I with that in mind, because most foundations are an ounce, and I understand that it's a cushion thing and you don't have to use tons and it gives you a nice finish, but for $47, no. Yeah, no, not good. That you're getting, like, look, you can see it on the box for yourself. It's so reflective, the packaging, that you can't see it, but it says 0.5 ounces. So you're getting half an ounce for 47 bucks. No, I wouldn't do that again. Anyway, I've since this video purchased, well, a couple more foundations, but the one that I'm happiest about, we'll talk about soon. I'll probably film a what's new this week right after. It's from NARS. If you're not following me on Instagram, if you are, then you've already seen the one I'm talking about. But anyway, let me just wrap this up. Would I buy this again, especially in light of that half ounce revelation that I just had? No, but I do like, okay, just in all fairness, I do like the application. I do like how it looks on my face, gives me a nice finish. But because I personally am super oily, I find that I need to do things a lot to combat the oil, because this is not, and it doesn't promise to be, it doesn't claim to be a mattifying foundation. In fact, it's a hydrating one, and it's supposed to give you this kind of glowy look. I probably should not have purchased this because I don't need glowy. Some minor comment on Sephora. I was looking for the receipt because I think I was going to return, not this, another foundation that I purchased, and I came across this one. I haven't had this for a month yet, and the receipt from Sephora, I had it like folded neatly. The text is almost gone. The only way I knew it was the receipt for this is because it was like, I saw like cushion, like I saw a bit of that. How can you return with that receipt and it be in that condition? But anyway, so I'm like, Sephora, you know you're printing it on that kind of waxy paper. It needs to be on some other type of ink and other type of paper so that a person actually has a receipt that they can present. But anyhow, I don't know if that's intentional or not, but anyhow, I say all that to say this is not something that I'm going to be purchasing again. I will be able to finish this up because, again, I do like the finish of it. I think the coverage is a nice strong light to medium, so that's good. I like the way it looks. It's just because I'm super oily, it's not, you know, the best fit for me. So I would give this overall, when I consider the scent that I don't like, but it doesn't stay all day, so I can't take many points away from that. So that when I consider the scent, when I consider the price, when I consider the amount of product that you're getting, when typically with foundations you get at least an ounce, when I consider all of that, when I consider also some good things, the finish, the fact that I think this is a good color match for me, when I also consider that the application with the sponge that they provide, so the tool to actually apply it, works really, really well. When I consider all of those factors, and it does stay on my face, even though I'm super oily, it does stay there. Oh, let me just tell you right now, transfer. Can you see here is where it's shiny, is where the product is. So yeah, you will get some transfer on this. You can even see like how I lifted up the oil on my face, but it has product there as well, so you do get transfer. So considering everything about this foundation, if there's anything I'm leaving out, please ask me in the comments below and I'll certainly respond to you. I would say this would get a 6.5 to 7 to me. Maybe a 7. Maybe a 7 is fair. So I do like it, but for me personally, but yeah, for me, then this is not something that I would be running to repurchase. But yeah, it was fun using it and seeing how it worked. And I love that it actually matches my complexion. I think it's a good match. So that's kind of it, my wrap up for the review. In the future, I would probably use it combined with my little Tarte powder to really make it last a bit long. So even when my oils do start to pop through, it's not as greasy as that day one picture that you saw earlier in this video. So that's my wrap up. If you've tried this, please let me know what you think. I have other things coming up soon, so please stay tuned, and thank you so much for the support. Oh, also I have to mention this because it got, anyway, something happened with another video where I recorded this message. Those of you who have been subscribing, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I see you now in terms of the numbers going up, but I am no longer receiving, for whatever reason, the Google notifications. So, because normally I would go to your page and say, you know, thanks for subscribing and that whole deal. And I haven't done that to all of you who have subscribed recently because I'm not getting the notifications. I just see the YouTube number was going up, so I knew that people had to have been subscribing. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I will. in that initial video, I did also speak to you briefly about the Marc Jacobs New Velvet mascara. I'll put the name on screen somewhere. And I did actually pick up the full size, even though I'm still technically using up and finishing the deluxe sample that I received. And let me just zoom in so you can see this just a bit. Look at this. Like, do you see how... Anyway, I really like it. It doesn't flake or chip. I don't get raccoon eyes from this, and I'm really liking this paraben-free mascara. I'll put the price of it up here, but this is one that I'm really enjoying right now. I think it gives me really nice, I don't know what that just was, but it gives me really nice lashes. So I'm happy about this Marc Jacobs mascara. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.